Welcome to Badger's Guide to the Countryside, and today, in case you hadn't guessed, we're looking for badgers. I'm a badger. I'm not a badger, I'm a beer writer. And I'm here today with Mark Needham, and Mark is a badger expert, and we're here to see if we can see some real badgers out there. Right, and is it a fairly typical animal of the countryside? Is it a bit of an emblem for the countryside?
The badger is, yes. The badger's always been in the countryside, hundreds of thousands of years. We're probably looking at a setup here where they've been here at least 200 or 300 years.
Sometimes we see them dead on the side of the road, which is very sad. Hoo-hoo. What is the biggest threat to badgers though? Is it man, is it cars and roads and things like that?
I'd say a combination of both, yeah.
Tell us about the adult badgers, male badgers.
So, the adult boar, there's only one in the set. So when the baby boy boar turned into adult boars, they have to leave the set. And sometimes they find other sets to move in with, like other crowds to hang with. But sometimes they don't and they just live on their own, which is very sad.
Do they ever decide to live together, like two boars together?
Well,
like my two dads.
They don't have a badger Bible that says it's wrong. So I think the two male badgers are allowed to live together, like my two dads.
How long have we been waiting here for the badgers?
Quite a while.
Couple of hours?
A couple of hours.
How many badgers have you seen?
I've seen me. I'm a bit of a badger, but I haven't seen any other badgers. I'm a bit bored.
Three badgers.
Three badgers. Oh my god, it's all going off. It's a badger party.
Actual badgers. There are three badgers just being badgers. They are eating worms and just living their lives. We are spending an evening looking at them doing that. But we're also here to taste badger beer. Do you see what we've done there?
It's pretty clever, Mr. Badger.
Badger First Gold. If you come to Dorset, you'll see Badger First Gold, or it's commonly known as Badger. That's the bar call for it. It's the one you'll probably see most often. It's a single hop varietal beer. A lot of beers are brewed with two different types of hops. One to make the beer better, one for its aroma. This is a single varietal hop called First Gold. It's a dwarf hop, which means that it's grown on smaller vines, only a couple of metres high, a bit more like vineyards. This means you don't have to use machinery to pick the hops and harvest the hops.
How do you talk without moving your mouth, Mr. Badger?
It's amazing. It's one of many things I can do. I also build latrines in my house. When I go to the loo, I eat worms.
Okay.
When you're getting off there, First Gold, the hop that they use at the brewery, is a bit of an all-rounder. It gives bitterness. It's good for bitterness. It's got lots of apparatus in it, but also it's good for aroma. It gives it a nice floral, almost spicy orange aroma to it, and it's got a lot going on.
Hops have always been, have not always been a very important ingredient in beer, but in fact, before they were used, people looked at them with a bit of suspicion, but they are now integral in all the beers we enjoy. And this is a good example of a beer that's, as Ben said, just used a single hop variety. Hops come from the same family as cannabis, and the first person to ever write about hops was a nun, and she was the same person who wrote about the orgasm, the first person to write about the orgasm, which is slightly odd. What is a nun doing writing about orgasms? So let's look at this beer here. As you can see, it's a lovely dark roasty colour. That's because they roasted the malt a bit more, and it's a beautiful bronzy sort of dark hue to it. Can you see that, Ben? Is that
It's a bit difficult because I'm shining a torch on it, to be honest.
okay? Well, as a
But
badger,
I'll tell you,
I've got good eyesight in the dark
Yeah.
because I'm a nocturnal creature.
they can only see a foot though, can't they?
Yeah, and I can tell you that is a beautiful colour, a really appetising ale, a bit darker than some of the golden beers that we've been trying so far today.
Do I look like a badger?
You are a badger.
Oh yeah, I am a badger. Man, badger.
So scary. It's like Manimal.
Shapeshifter. Got a bit of spice to it. It's got a lovely sort of biscuity, malty background to it. It's very well structured, very well put together. This, if you're having a roast or you're having sausage and mash, or even fish and chips, this is fantastic with that. It's a great all-rounder. It's very, very drinkable, really good session beer as well. And it's no surprise that this is one of the most popular beers in the Dorset countryside. So
Maybe we should leave them some of this badger beer. It's got a badger on it. It's called Badger.
Very
I'm a
good.
badger.
Absolutely.
They're badgers. That's what we'll do then. We'll leave some of that for them.